Is it time for me to do fantasy on here? Look, my YouTube editor, he's going to have a long day. Smash GG is doing a fantasy bracket. And if you don't know how the fantasy is, right? The fantasy is like you buy players for money, and then you get points based on where they place, and you get bonus points from this. Now, this is an interesting one because you don't pick who's going to win. What you do is you pick 12 players. You have $1,600. So, for instance, if I pick the top, I don't know. If I pick the top, how many players is this? 8 players. Or 7 players, whatever. I'm already down to $100. So I'm out of money. Like I can't reasonably, pick up everybody else. So my early thoughts about players who will make it far in the bracket for sure. Who's a safe bet to make it pretty far? Well, Tokido, I think. But also maybe Fujimura. I think Fujimura is pretty safe to make it decently far in the bracket. I think Punk, if Punk is not super expensive, I'll probably get him. Nemo's $100? No way. He has to play Sako first, though. Okay. I like Nemo at $100. I also like Punk at $100. Punk at $100 is a steal. Nemo at $100 is not bad. The only issue is that he has to play Sako first. I think his chances of beating Sako are not that high. If he makes it past that, I feel like I like him here. And I feel like he has an okay chance there to make it. Punk for $100 is... I'll take Punk for $100. I believe in him. For $100, no problem. Valoran's $100. I have a bad feeling about Valoran. I don't know what it is. I feel like I have a bad feeling about Valoran. I think I like Nemo for $100. Momochi and Itabashi play each other, don't they? Oh no, he plays Knuckle Dew. Yeah, you're dead. Who does Momochi play against? Oil King. I think Momochi could do that. Wait, is Justin Wong $100? No way that Justin's that cheap, right? Yeah, he's ninth. He's pretty high up there in terms of ranking, so he's more expensive. Okay. I think other $100 choices, I would pick Momochi because I think he has a decent chance at beating Oil King. I think Itabashi will lose to Knuckle Dew probably. LCQ winner for 80 is like, yeah, you might. I mean, it's like the bargain. It's like the bargain deal, right? Does it really change my money that much? Like, how much does it change my money? How much money do I have? $100. So yeah, I need to pick a couple of other cheaper players, right? I need to pick let's try to see who do I actually want, right? First of all, I want to thank Powerful Antoine for gifting a sub to Moobot. You gifted a sub to the robot? Why would you do that? This is how Skynet starts. This motherfucker Moobot starts to just join our ranks. Of the top players, the most expensive players, I feel like Tokido I believe in, but Fujimura was my pick before. I don't want to pick Sako when I have Nemo, no. At least I don't, in theory, right? Because I'm hoping that he'll beat him. I think I want to take Knuckle Dew. I think I might take Tokido also. My budget's it's looking a little rough. Fudo is always a good bet. I don't know that I love his path that much, right? He plays Chris T first. Then he has to play Xiaohai or CJ Truth, which I think could be a loss for him. And if he makes it past that, he'd have to fight... I think if he has to fight, theoretically, Sako or Nemo, I think I like Fudo's chances, actually. Because I think that, yeah, he has to beat the Camis. That's the thing. If Fudo can beat the Camis, then I think I like his chances. Who I would like to buy... Actually, maybe if I don't buy Tokido, I buy Gotch-kun. If Gotch-kun can beat Big Bird, Gotch-kun could beat Tokido. Gotch-kun has to beat one of these guys, which he can do, and he's in top 8 winners. And I bet you he's cheaper. Oh boy, at 140? I think I like that idea. So my bracket, who do I have so far, right? We have, in my top half here, I have Gotch-kun making it this far. I have Knuckle Dew, so the two might have to play each other. This is like trying to cinch this side of the bracket. As long as Tokido doesn't destroy somebody. In this part of the bracket, I have Nemo. It's not particularly safe, but he's cheap. This part of the bracket, I'm betting on Fujimura. And I have Punk there just in case. If Punk runs into Fujimura, he could beat him. It depends on how far he makes it. Well, the thing about Daigo is that Daigo is going to be more expensive than Punk. Yeah, So that's who I have here. Bottom side of the bracket, I have I don't have anybody, right? I have the LCQ technically, but whoops. I don't have any of Problem, Mana, Phenom. I have the LCQ. Justin, Valoran, Luffy, Mago. I think Justin has a good chance against Valoran. Mago and Luffy. I feel like Luffy is actually not a bad pick here. He's cheap. Mago is probably cheaper though, right? I think I like Luffy at this price point. So I have 500 left with 4 slots. That's not bad. So now I can kind of maybe fit in 1 or 2 more big buys, which is a Problem, Fudo. Problem or Fudo is at the 220 mark. Sako or Justin. Justin's still not a bad buy, even though I have Luffy, who's on the same part of the bracket, sort of. I mean, yeah, right next to each other. Problem or Fudo? I'd probably take maybe Problem. The issue is that he could potentially run into Europe here, and I think that both of the European sides have a decent chance, or both of the European players have a decent chance of beating him. They're kind of 50-50. So Problem instead of Fudo. Fudo's path, I think, is a little scary too. Christie could beat him. I know a lot of people don't believe it, but Christie could beat him. And then after that, he has to play one of the camis. You know, it's pretty tough. If he makes it here and one of these two make it, I think his chances aren't bad. Based on that, I think that Tokido makes picking Gachikun a little weird, but I think Gachikun or Tokido, whoever loses, will still make it pretty far. So, like, theoretically, how much money do I have theoretically here? 250 to pick 3 players. That's not enough money. So I still have to go for some cheap players, right? I don't like betting on either of the Abigail players. Storm Kubo, I think NL can beat Storm Kubo, and if he doesn't, I think that one of these two will do it. And then Itabashi has to play Knuckle Dang first round. If he beats Knuckle Doo, his chances here aren't bad, actually. How much is Kaba? Kaba's probably pretty expensive. He has a lot of CPT points. Kaba's 140. I need someone who's a little cheaper. I think Xian's not a bad pick, although he's going to have to run into... Yeah, this part of the bracket's pretty tough. Xian at 120 is not bad. CJ has to run into Xiaohai first. Bonchan is not a bad buy, although the issue is that second round he runs into an opponent who I'm not that confident in him. 120 Bonchan's not that bad. I have 3 players left with 3-8. I don't know what I'm going to do here. What I am going to do is thank Brutus for the 5 smackaroos. You see the bribery that I have to deal with here? Look, you sent me $5. You know Itabashi Zangief. You know that he costs, like what, $100? It ain't happening. It isn't? I don't believe it. Man, Itabashi might actually be the right choice. At $100, that's not a bad choice. I have 3 players left with $400 though. If I don't have Problem, I should go Mana. That's true. Yeah, I should bet on one of them since they have to play first round. Yeah, actually, now that you say that, if I was going to take Itabashi, I shouldn't take Knuckle Doo. Yeah, Itabashi's not the answer. I'm taking Punk over Daigo. I'm taking Punk because he's $100, and I think that even if he loses the Daigo, he'll make it far. You guys don't understand how this works. Like, it's not about, like, the direct player matchup necessarily. It's about how far they make it in the bracket, and also because of the money. Nemo at $100 is a great, even though he has to play Sako first round and might lose. Sako or Fudo are sort of safe bets. I'd rather take Sako, even though I'm taking Nemo. With who I currently have, Xiaohai's not a bad choice. At 150, I can take another 150 and then 2 100s here. Man, this is tough. If I'm not going to take Problem, I should probably take Mana. And if I'm not taking I have Luffy. If I'm not taking Justin, I was going to take Valoran. Storm Kubo does not have a better path than Itabashi, does he? NL, I don't like his chances in this section, but I also don't love Itabashi's chances. Man, this is tough. I can pick 150 and then 100, or I can pick like a 130 and a 120 or something. Oh, they're not 130. I can pick a 140 and there's not a 110. I can pick 2 120s, so I can pick like Cien and someone else, Bonchan maybe. Mr. Magoo. I don't want to bet on Mago. He's gonna lose to Luffy. I think I don't mind taking. Do I have Xiaohai already? I could drop Xiaohai, pick up CJ, and take another 150. I don't know if there's anybody at 150 I'd want over Xiaohai. I feel like I like Cien. And then I have 130 left. This is where I can get a little weird, right? Because I could drop a Luffy or a Xiaohai and take like another player. Bump some money somewhere. I could also drop like a Knuckle Dew and pick up like a cheaper player or something. My expensive players are Fujimura and Knuckle Dew. I feel like not having one of Tokido or Problem is going to cost me though. I think I should take CJ. And then I have 160 left. If I can wiggle with some money, I don't want to drop Fujimura. I actually want to pick up another expensive player by... Like, I saved some money here. I saved some money here. I saved money with these picks. Capcom Cup LCQ. I feel like I want to drop one of my expensive players. Like, I want to drop Gotchkun and get a Problem or something. Tokido's expensive. Problem. If I pick up Problem, I should drop Mena. So I should drop CJ, and then I can pick up another 100. CJ and Mena, and pick up 2 other 100s. Or I can drop Knuckle Dew, and then I have 270 to pick 2 players. 150. I can take Xiaohai back, and then I have 120 bucks left. I can take Bonchan is right around. Man, I'm sad not having Sako. Mena does play Problem, that's true, but yeah, I can just take another $100 player. Yeah, I should probably look at the bracket. All right, so I have Fujimura. Right, he's in this side. So Cien is a little bit of a situation there. I got Problem X, who I should count out anybody in this. So Luffy maybe, but if they both make it there, then I'm fine in terms of points. Then I have Xiaohai, who is in this side of the bracket. I have Nemos, so they could both make it there theoretically. Then I don't have anybody big in the top half here, so I should take either Dew or Gotchkun or Tokido. Gotchkun is probably the cheapest there, right? Is he cheaper than Knuckle Dew? I would assume he is. Gotchkun at 140. So what I need to do is drop one of my 120s and get 2 100s. So CJ already covers a portion of the bracket. Don't I have Xiaohai? Yeah, I shouldn't take CJ. So I should take 200 players now. Menace cheap in terms of price, but he plays Problem first round, who I already have. Itabashi is in a part of the bracket where I don't have Dew anymore, so taking him is not that bad. If he wins, but he won't. Valoran is like, I think he'll do better than people think he will. He'll be fine. But Luffy's right there, who I already have. Taking Angry Bird is not a bad idea, except he plays Tokido first round. And I have Gotchkun already, who's in that part of the bracket. Just who's the best bet? Who covers more options? Storm Kubo, the chances of him making it here are not that high, right? Like, no way. So Storm Kubo, I don't know. Itabashi, no. Do I still have Knuckle Dew? I don't, but I don't believe it. Even here he could do okay. I should pick either him or Storm Kubo. I'll take him. Then I should take one more player. So either Valoran, Storm Kubo, Mena, Angry Bird, Chris T. Chris T plays Fudo first. Angry Bird plays Tokido first. Mena plays Problem first. Valoran plays Justin first. I don't have Justin. When I had Justin, I didn't want to take Valoran, but how many unique characters will be used in top 8? 7. There'll be 1 repeat, right? Maybe 8. I'll just say 8. Will there be a perfect? Yes. I'm going to go big. 7. Is that right? What is that? Like a 3-1 reset? And then 3-0? Maybe I should pick 8. So that way it could be 3-2, 3-1 or something. 9. How far will they make it? We'll say 9th. I don't want to follow you. Okay. I think this is it. Yeah. All right. Great team. Hey, if you guys want to create one of these, you can do so at Smash GG, by the way, in case you guys are curious. That's where I made this. And I think actually it's like until the event starts, you can edit it. Is that correct? Until the event starts, you can edit it. So that's how this works. Anyway, the other thing we were talking about today is that there's this lovely spreadsheet that Jelly Jam's made in the chat that has all the players and who they've played this year in tournament and the victor. and stuff like that. So if you guys wanted to know, like, all right, well, what's Chris T's results against Fudo or whatever, right? Like, has he played him this year? You can look on these. And it seems like it's pretty filled out. Especially, I mean, like, Tokido's played in so many events. Look at this guy.